Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Signal here, and welcome back to another video. So I'm very excited about this. I'm gonna go ahead with the fight and explain along the way, and maybe after the fight I'll go ahead and give some more explanation. But here we're gonna use Puppet Bit Ninja Batman, because I did already a video on this, but somebody gave me a great idea in the comments, and I'm so excited. If this works, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, Bit Ninja Batman with the special ones, the problem was that the enemy was like constantly doing a jump attack towards me out of them, and if the enemy was to sit in them like permanently, it would deal so much more damage. And there might be a way to actually fix that. Okay, come on. I lost infinite power. Because we were getting it by him sitting in the hazard. Okay, let's try to spam it a bit now to get the negative effects in there. Oh, Black Adam doesn't seem to be a guy that likes to jump around a lot, but yeah, if you back away, the enemy will just default into doing ranged attacks on you. Or trying to. Oh boy, this works. This works so great. This works so great. They are getting constant dot damage. They are no longer constantly jumping out of it. This is amazing. Do I even ruin this perfect position with a super move? Let's do a super move. What could go badly? Yeah, I regret my choices. Back. Okay, that's actually not too hard to back away from them. Okay, that super move was not too bad. But yeah, now the enemy is gonna constantly sit in those hazards and take a lot more damage, hopefully. They're properly following him around. Honestly, I was expecting a lot bigger of an increase in damage than the damage I did last time. I mean, it's pretty decent still. It's pretty good, but I was expecting something a lot more drastic, if that makes any sense. Because I thought I was missing so many more dot values, and hey, the fight is pretty far from being over, so I guess we can expect a lot more damage than what we did so far. I mean, not more than what we did so far, but we can still expect a lot of damage to get out of this, but I was expecting to even get to 2 billion damage with this, which we're probably not gonna get to, but this is an insanely good strategy. So just back away, and the enemy doesn't feel like he's close enough to do a jump attack. So he's gonna do a ranged attack, because that's all his stupid ass can rationalize doing in that specific scenario. Yeah, this is pretty damn good. Though yet again, I was expecting a lot of a bigger damage increase. We're gonna check out after I'm done with this fight how much damage I actually did yesterday with this and compare that. But I think this is by far more optimal. Okay, so how much is this? Okay, 111 mil. Yeah, as I was saying, I was expecting a bit of a more drastic increase, but it's still a very big increase. It's like 300 mil more damage. This is good. This is the way you use Batman Ninja Batman. Let's get into the next fight real quick. Okay, let's go. The reason why I kind of speedrun this video too is, yet again, I said in the previous video that is probably gonna come out ahead of this, maybe after, depends on how I decide to release them. I was out drinking with the boys yesterday, and it took me kind of a long time to feel like doing anything today, so the soul raid fights are almost over, and I tried to catch as many of them as I could before the reset. And is this team viable? Is this team good? Yeah, bro, just use League of Arctic Harley as a support character for Predator, but I promise it's worth it. Of course, is not something that's gonna be viable. It's just for entertainment purposes. To see what I can get out of this, but I'm gonna try spamming the special too, because I tried spamming a couple of specials on Predator Batman, and the special 2 seemed more optimal. And also now I no longer have Arcanite Batman or Johnster Green Lantern to buff my hazard dot damage, but that might also be a pretty good option for this, which we're gonna probably explore tomorrow. I'm trying here just to get some Solar Shield stacks. Okay, we're full solar shields. Now I can just go ahead and try and get infinite power going. Which happens quite fast, actually. We're basically spamming the special 2 here. Because the special 1 deals too small amount of damage, and the third special has too big of an animation, so if you're gonna use this man with Puppet, I feel like the special 2 is the best balance between the two. Oh boy, that's going a lot better than the fights we had yesterday. I mean, look, maybe because this is I'm just playing here. I'm just being dumb. I'm just trolling. I'm just having fun with putting Harley as a support character. But you don't have to have Harley as a support character. We can maybe figure out something else to make this man somewhat viable as a budget damage dealer with puppets. Because the big part, I think it's the big part. Yeah, or is it? Nah, that's not gonna work. That's the small part. Yeah, scrap the hazard dot damage idea. I mean, we can think about other things here. We can definitely have other team setups here, but the hazard dots damage thing is not gonna be a thing, because when the bomb explodes, which is the part that stuns the enemy, not the 2 swipes that he does onto the enemy, deals hazard damage, not hazard dot damage, but hazard damage, and that might be buffed by John Circle Lantern Arkham Knight Batman. That's kind of irrelevant because that's by far the smallest value, so I don't think we're looking forward to buffing that. But yeah, out of all the attempts with Predator Batman, this is definitely proving to be the best one. And maybe we can do a little bit of a more budget theme that doesn't require you to use a League of Anarchy member to make it work. But yeah, this is definitely going a lot better than what I did yesterday. Oh, look at that, 400 mil. Pretty. Not, I have maxed out passive stats. I'm trying real hard to not exaggerate things, because I don't want people who don't have maxed out passive stats to be like, oh, that's a lot of damage. No, for this amount of passive stats, this is garbage damage. But for a budget team, it might work. But yeah, let's take a look at a few things in the roster, because right now I literally ran out of time in the story fights reset, so we're no longer in a rush officially. Okay, so back to this. So the first fight, this is gonna be extremely good when used like I used here. And again, I didn't come up with that strategy, somebody mentioned it in the comments, but if you back away a bit, the enemy is just gonna keep spamming ranged attacks, which are not gonna hit you because he's gonna be blinded from puppets, so that's gonna be insanely great. The only problem I seem to have with this man is that I struggle a little bit to activate the puppet at the start of the fights, which can be solved by putting a Grodd there, but I don't think it's necessarily worth giving up the hazard dot damage spot for that. So I personally would rather struggle with level 10 Puppet. If your problem is activating Puppet, just get John Green Lantern out of there and put Grodd, and you're no longer gonna have that problem, because you can add 2 negative effects additionally by hitting the enemy. But yeah, this is insanely good. This is probably a lot better than Lord Joker could do, because of the now tech passive that we have. Because this is a very good amount of crit damage to add on top of having Puppet of Zatanna on a character. And yeah, other than that, this character, this is funny, because this is nanotech passive, plus 1 convenient special to use with it. Everything else in this man's roster is absolute garbage. Like, this passive, you're never gonna activate it, and it's one of the worst passives in the game, because you need to get hit by crits and get hit by armor pierce to get crit and armor pierce chance. This man is a garbage character from every single point of view except for 2 things. He's a Batman character and he's got a cool special 1, which is funny. And only with that he got to the point where he's actually probably gonna be one of the best budget damage dealers that you can have. But yeah, all being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll keep thinking about things about Predator Batman. Let me know in the comments if you got any suggestions in regards to that, because oh boy, did I enjoy the suggestion on Bet the Ninja Batman. We definitely increased that damage a lot. But yeah, I hope you have fun using this yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!